All right, we're back here with the SPC conference. You got Mike sitting in here for Scott here, and Scott's will be chiming in from the background. So, Scotty, what's our first game up on the docket?
Yeah, Minooka 3-4, Plainfield North 5-2.
This is a big game here for the Indians. I mean, they got to win out. You got a Romeoville team on your back end who is probably going to be a win. Yeah, you got this game right here against a tough team in Plainfield North. You know, it's a must-win for Minooka. You know what? Minooka's not scared of like they open up with Providence and Morris, two tough teams. They're not scared of tough teams. They play tougher teams than Plainfield North. They've competed with tougher teams in Plainfield North. This time, they're not only going to compete with a tough team, they're going to beat Plainfield North. Booking for Indian Nation. I got Minooka winning this one.
I have to agree with you, Mark. I think you got a team like Minooka going for his playoff life.
That's it.
That's motivation enough, and I think they're coming through.
You know what, Plainfield North, after they lost their opening game, they went on a rampage. And after losing last week to Oswego, they got a bad taste in their mouth. They're going to come out fired up, and they're going to take it to Minooka. I think it could be a close game. This matchup always seems to be a close game the last few years. Then I'm going to go with Plainfield North at home in this one.
Indian Nation.
What about Oswego 6-1 at Plainfield South 3-4? I don't think this is going to be. This might be the swan song for Plainfield South here.
Yeah, conferences, playoffs are out of the hopes Oswego's going to win this one on a roll.
Yep, I concur with that. That's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, Oswego, after rolling through Plainfield North last week, they're on a mission. They're here. They got two Plainfield schools to finish up, and they'll get this one done. What about our game of the week? Plainfield Central 5-2 at Plainfield East 2-5. This could be a closer game than the records show you.
I don't think so. I mean, here's the thing: Plainfield Central they're 1 week earlier than the exact same position they were in last year. Last year they went to Romeoville needing a win to lock up the playoffs against a team that on paper they should beat, and they lost. Those seniors, Gina Giarratano, Ellingwood, these guys know what that feels like. They know what that feels like to go into a game that you should win and lose. They have Oswego next week, Central does. So that one, if we're chalking that one up for the Panthers, which we pretty much are, this comes down to the same thing. You have this one game in front of you that on paper you should win. I don't think they're going to let this one slip away. I think they're going to jump out early. And I think once they get out, I don't think you're going to see people back down. I think you're going to see the pedal to the floor the whole game on here. No restrictor plate racing this time. Pedal to the floor. They're going to be going out hardcore. You're going to see Plainfield Central win this one. I think it's going to be actually, more of a lopsided game than what one might assume.
I'd give them that to Plainfield Central too. I think they like I say, they got the pedal to the metal right now, and they're looking forward to that. They're not going to look past this week, but
they need it for the playoffs. They got to, because 5-4 is not getting to play for the preseason with St. Charles, one of them, and Edmondson. I mean, it doesn't. They're not getting points out of those, right. So they need that sixth win, and they're not getting it next week at Oswego. So this is it. It's do or die for Wildcats.
This could Plainfield East could easily be in a situation. They gave the game away against Mattea Valley to open the season, and they're talking. They made a lot of turnovers last week. They can't turn the ball over if they want to win this game. I think when push comes to shove, they could be equal to Plainfield Central. I think Plainfield East is probably one of the best 2-5 teams in the state. But a team that's turnover prone isn't going to all of a sudden start holding on to the football in week 8 if they turn the ball over 5 times in week 7. I just don't see it. I think Plainfield Central in a very tight game. I think turnovers might make a difference. If Plainfield East can hold on the ball, they can win this game. But Plainfield Central's got a lot to prove right now, and I think that's going to do the trick.
It's hunger. And let me tell you, you don't want to face a guy like Bryce Douglas when he's hungry.
No.
Okay? And he's hungry. So
no, they do have a lot to play for.
The big boys in a roll.
Push come to shove. But Plainfield East, though, they're trying to beat Plainfield Central for the first time, so they got a lot of motivation as well.
Well, we talk about the offense. It's going to be a hell of a battle on the interior line. We always say games are won in the trenches. You got Tyler Lancaster, a Northwestern product, at center for Plainfield East. You got Bryce Douglas, the Illinois-bound guy, right, in the middle of that defensive line. I mean, that's going to be fun to watch that game in the trenches there.
I'll have fun watching that one. And then Romeoville 0-7, and Oswego East 3-4.
Oswego East has 3 wins. 2 of them were, I think, against the staff here from Giovan's and maybe like one from our office. They were really, they're pretty. If Jake Pambiol can stay healthy and guys can catch the ball for him, Romeoville can win some games. It's got to come together one game. I'm going to take it to come together this game. I'm taking the Spartans.
You know what? I like the upset special in this. The 0-17 getting the first win of the year. I like it.
I don't like teams to go winless. So I got to root for them.
I'm going to give a shout out here to Coach Kuna, who watched the broadcast last week. Coach Kuna, I'm picking your guys this week. Jake Pambiol, if he plays, I think you guys have a legitimate chance of winning this game. If they don't play, I don't think they'll have a hard time winning this one. But I like Romeo in this one. They showed me a lot of fight last week, and I think they're gonna get the job done this week and win.
We talked about Westmont earlier with just guys in positions talent wise. Jake Pambiol might be. He might be the best quarterback in that conference. He might be easily the best quarterback in that conference. And the passes that he makes off his back foot. Jay Cutler throwing the ball off his back foot right into spots, but nobody just can catch the ball for him. So unfortunately they're having that thing. But let's wrap this one up. We got one more conference back, so we'll be right back to talk about the